Hi.
Hi, so we are back for the stereotypes.
Yep.
Can you tell me about stereotypes in England? I mean, about England?
Sure. There are plenty, but I've
Right.
chosen two.
Right.
The first one, maybe you have this image as well.
Mm-hmm.
How come the food's so awful in England? Huh?
Yeah, how come?
Yeah. Yes, so that's a classic. And I have a theory about the origin of this stereotype, which is that wherever you are in the world today, if you go into a hotel, you can probably have a full English breakfast. And what is a full English breakfast?
Sausage.
Yeah, sausage, bacon, eggs, and
Beans.
yeah. And it's not very sophisticated, right?
Not really.
And so maybe that's why everybody assumes that that's what we eat every day in England. And we don't. Yeah. If you're a lorry driver or you're about to work on a building site, you might, but most people don't. And the second one I've chosen is much more contemporary one, which is, how come you guys don't want to be in Europe?
The Brexit.
Ah, yes, and that's been a very touchy subject for the last few years. First of all, half the country does want to be in Europe. It's not everyone.
Right.
And sometimes with stereotypes, we kind of assume that everyone is the same. And second, I guess that there is a reason, and we really encourage you to look for the underlying value, the history. There's always a reason for a stereotype to emerge. And in this case, I think it's probably because England's an island, and we haven't been successfully invaded since the Romans' times.
Wow, so it goes that deep.
It does, yeah. And so for those who didn't want to be part of Europe, there was a kind of fear of being governed by other people somewhere else, in this case Brussels. So look for the reasons for these stereotypes. That's going to help to understand. How about Japan?
Japan?
Yeah, stereotypes about Japan.
I get the questions a lot, but the generations gave me a different questions all the time.
Yeah.
Older generation always ask me, do you wear kimono every day? And no.
She doesn't. No.
Well, I don't, and we don't. And some people might, but I don't. I don't see anyone wears kimono in my family or my friend or just don't wear. We just wear normal clothes. It's a traditional thing, so it's just a ceremony things that when you have a big event, you go with that, kimono.
Okay.
So that's, I guess, underlying. Yeah.
Sure.
The young generation always ask me, oh, do you know this manga? Do you know this anime? And I said, no, I don't. And they surprise, like, why you don't know, you Japanese? I don't watch manga every day. I don't read a manga. I'm not into it. So people are different. And it's not like everyone watches it.
But where does it come from, that stereotype? Yeah.
The anime?
Yeah.
Manga?
The manga, yeah.
It's just my opinion, but I really think that it's coming from because we are busy with other things, that we like to get out and escape from that reality.
Ah, yes.
So the imagination goes. So
I see. Yeah.
So we are good at having imagination. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
That's what I think.
I guess that, manga and the English breakfast, they have that in common, which is that that's what people are served everywhere in the world. English breakfast for everyone, manga for everyone, pizza for the Italians, berets and baguettes for the French, and we really encourage you to be suspicious of what you're shown, because normally it's just the visible part of the iceberg.
True.
In terms of culture.
True.
And that's where the stereotypes grow, and you need to look under the surface. That's what you'll understand, and that's where the real values are. Okay?
Right, so what about the truth?
The truth.
Yeah. I mean, accurate stereotype.
Ah, yes, there are some. Undoubtedly, we've just told you that they're not all true, but some of them are. For example, if you want to get an Englishman angry, tell him that you think he's American. That's touching. Yeah. So there's a stereotype which is true.
Why is that?
I think that I'm not defending this, but the British have a kind of superiority complex when they compare themselves with all other native English-speaking countries, whether it's America or Australia, and that's probably because there's a kind of "we were here first" attitude, and we sent people on boats to America and Australia, and so we're kind of snobbish about that, and also about the English language. And again, it's not a good stereotype image, but it's accurate. So be careful.
Yeah.
How about the Japanese? Is something that's true in the stereotypes?
We work too much.
True. Yes.
Workaholic.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
I have to say it's accurate because that's how it is. It's not what we want. Mm-hmm. We like to have time off as much as you guys are.
Yeah.
But it's just a system that Japan, the business in Japan is hierarchy.
Okay.
So we have to follow the rules. We have to follow the boss. So boss don't go home, we don't go home. Boss goes to drink, we going to drink.
And then you get on the train afterwards. Yeah.
Yes.
Finally. Yeah.
Say goodbye to boss, then you can go home. But you have to come into the office before the boss. So that's just a daily basis.
Tough. Yeah.
Tough life.
Okay.
That's underlying value, I think. But how it happens, that stereotypes? How to avoid it?
Right. Well, there are two questions there. How it happens, as we've already said, there are these underlying values, and there is the visible tip of the iceberg, which gets amplified, and that happens in the media, it happens in the news, it happens on television. To be honest, it happens as soon as you're a child. And here in France, we have Tintin, which is the cartoon book written by actually by a Belgian, and every little boy reads Tintin in America, Tintin in South America, Tintin in Africa, and so they assume that the simplified stereotype images that they receive when they're a kid
and the media
are real. Yeah. And if you don't go to a country, and if you don't meet someone real from that country, there's nobody to tell you that it's not true.
True. And well, of course, the media does that too.
Yeah.
I hate it when I see the movie about Japan. It's really mixed culture with the Chinese and Japanese. And you don't know which one is, and we are totally different. So my tips for avoiding is knowing the facts. Show them the facts. This is the right, this is the wrong.
That's essential. Yeah, absolutely essential. You see, I know now that people don't wear kimonos all the time, and people don't read manga all the time, because my colleague told me. And that's what you need to be doing.
Do I eat sushi every day? No.
Have conversations with people, and when you're going to work with people for the first time from somewhere else, that's one of the first things that you should do, is find out what they think they know about your culture, so that you can tell them what's accurate and what isn't.
Be curious.
In a relaxed way, but be curious.
And be interested about them.
And you can probably have fun as well, sharing those stereotype images, and just give them a chance to discover it instead of assuming it's true. Okay, so we'll say goodbye here, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.